Oh, the Canadian Air Force is amassing, eh? Hey, don't you cut in front of me. Look at all the youngs. They're young. They're younger. Why did I come this route? Well, good morning to another episode of That's Truckin'. And we're having a That's Truckin' day. All right. So I finished my pre-trip. Trailer failed. We are on our way. We're still in the yard. And we're just going to head over to the shop. That won't take long. Why did the trailer fail? So on the back corner, there is the ABS light. That comes on when our ABS on the trailer fails. We also have a light on the dash that would tell us the same. No light on the dash, but the trailer light does not light up when it's cycling through all the lights when I do the light check. Like I showed you before, there's a switch, and when you turn that switch on, it cycles through all the lights. When the brake lights come on, the ABS light should come on as well, indicating that the light is working. It's not coming on. Also, 2 of the 4 brakes are out of adjustment, and I did 3 6-packs. Still out of adjustment, and 2 of them are almost out of adjustment, so they're going to need to be adjusted. So we're going to let the shop deal with it. I was told in orientation we're not allowed to adjust them. And that's because, let's do a quick tug test here, sorry. Yep, we got tuggage. So, yeah, we're going to let the shop deal with it. They told us in orientation we're not allowed to adjust our automatic slack adjusters manually because nowadays you need to go through a special class to get that certification. However, I got my license back in 2000, and so here in Manitoba, it's called a Class 1 license to drive a commercial vehicle. Then you get your air brake endorsement. Your air brake endorsement could just be an air brake. It means that you could drive a truck with air brakes, or you can get the S endorsement. When you go through your regular driving school, you get your air brake endorsement. If you pay for a little bit more, you go through a special course teaching you how to adjust the slack adjusters manually, and you get an S endorsement. That was part of the driving school when I went through it in 2000. Now it's something separate. Comes down to money. Anyways, I have the S endorsement. I'm legally allowed to adjust these slack adjusters. But the company said they don't want us. In orientation, they said they don't want us touching it because if one driver starts touching it because he's endorsed, then other drivers might start doing it themselves without the endorsement. Why? Because it's not that hard to do. It's not. But there are certain things that you would need to keep an eye open for. And those are things that they would rather the shop deal with. Such as if you adjust them and then you do a 6-pack and they seem to not stay in adjustment, then your slack adjusters are probably worn out. They got little teeth and whatnot, right? Think of a ratcheting system. And if they're worn out, then they're always going to be falling out of adjustment. They need to be replaced. So I guess they would rather the shop deal with that. So that's what we're going to do. $33.95 is here getting some DEF fluid. We should be good. We can get DEF fluid next trip. Oh, I know him. Good guy. I mean, they're all good guys here. All right, so I'm going to run inside and talk to the shop. You can't come with me. I just need to let them know and find out if they want me to bring it around to the trailer shop side. It's a weird setup, but that's their setup. Be right back. Okay, well, I have to use my cell phone for this. My Akesos camera. Apparently, I forgot to delete a bunch of the footage off of it after I transferred everything over to the laptop. And I also had video footage on it from the 10th of July that I forgot to transfer over while I was at home. I should start making a list of these things to do. So right now it's in the bunk. It is transferring the videos. Should be done by the time we get to the Flying J in St. Agath and get our fuel. So we are ready to go. We've been cleared by the shop. They have checked the brakes, adjusted them. We had another that's Truckin moment. That ABS light was not working when I did my pre-trip. But once I got it into the shop, of course, it started to work. So I'll just have to keep an eye on it. And if it stops working again, then there's probably a wiring issue. It's just a minor. The only reason why I wanted to take it into the shop now is because I'm probably going to drop this trailer in the States. Who knows when it's going to get back to the shop. So I figured might as well just get it taken care of now. So just going to clean my glasses before we take off. What are we hauling? Well, we are taking Roquette pea starch to Kansas City, Missouri. And I had to look this up. I mean, obviously, I understand what pea starch is, but I don't know what it is. At least I didn't. It's a starch made from peas, and it's from yellow peas, and it's used in gluten-free foods. It's used as a binding agent in meats. It's also used in gummies, as in gummy worms, gummy bears, not the let's get high kind of gummies. Not the special gummies. Then again, it probably is used in that too. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to get rolling and get out of here and figure out why I'm not really liking this tablet so much. It has been constantly crashing. And it doesn't need an update. I checked. It doesn't need an update. And it took me 20 minutes to get it to run because it keeps saying that Trucker Path isn't responding. Trucker Path isn't responding. If I click to close it and do a complete shutdown.
Heading to Kansas City, Missouri. Head southwest toward Lejumodiri Boulevard.
Lejumodier, not Lejumodiri. If I click to close it and then just go through a full shutdown of it, it would just keep doing that, bringing up that message every time I started it. So finally, I just started clicking for it to wait. Like, don't be so impatient. Finally, let's do a quick tug test, eh? We got tuggage and we got some good brakes. All right. How much weight do we got on? Total shipment, 19,500. But it doesn't state whether that's pounds or kilograms. All the other numbers here are in kilograms. Yeah, 19 bags of 1,000 kilograms, plus you got the pallets. So yeah, not sure what that is in pounds. Let me think. I should be better at that. but everything we do is in pounds. We're going to run over the scale and check to see if we are legal before leaving here. You know what? No. Do I want to trust this scale? I don't know. I mean, even if I scale it here, I'm still going to feel like I need to scale it in St. Agatha, so let's just keep going. Well, we're here in St. Agatha, and we're going to get rolling. Weights are good. Landed over the scale. Actually had another Arnold Brothers driver here. He scaled at the Arnold Brothers yard, and he said he didn't like the way the weights looked, so he came over here, and the weights were like 3,500 pounds off. In other words, the scale at our yard doesn't want to work. I'm pretty sure they just fixed it too. This has been ongoing issue, and it's now, I'm not the only driver that's not trusting that scale. I scaled here, and we are good. We are legal. We are full of go-go juice. Go on. I don't even know what they're doing over here. This is the truck side. We're going to get rolling because I need this air conditioner right now. Current temperature in St. Agatha, Manitoba, which is only, what, 35 kilometers from our yard? Current temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, which is, I wrote it down, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. But it feels like 41 degrees Celsius, which is 105 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't you come and talk to me about Canada being a frigid, cold place. It gets mighty hot up here. This is an actual heat wave. Like, normally it's in the 20s to 30s. So we're looking at like in the 70s or so Fahrenheit. But every now and then during the summer, we'll get these days where it's super hot. These are beach days. But these days, most people can't afford to go to the beach. I believe for the month of July, I don't know, but I believe they waived the provincial park fees, so people can go and get into the provincial parks, which have lakes, and not have to pay. But I mean, even if you did have to pay, a park pass is not that expensive. It's the gas. Plus, you also have to get the food, right? Because if you're going to the park, you don't want to eat from the concessions. I mean, the food's cool. It's not healthy, but it's good food. Oh, I don't know if it's not healthy. I haven't been to one in a long time. Maybe they got healthy options now. But usually it's nachos, fries, hot dogs, burgers, and lots of ice creams. Just like just down over there, just that way a little ways, maybe an hour or so, is St. Malo, Manitoba. I like going there. Shout out to St. Malo. But you don't want to eat there, it's costly. So you go to the grocery store, but now you need a way to transport the food, and that means you need a cooler. Or at least a styrofoam cooler, right? Some people have coolers, so they got that, but just the cost of the food and everything, the gas, and then the inexpensive entry, it's not, I guess what I'm trying to say is it's not something that you can easily throw together last minute. And even though we knew the heat wave was coming, I bet you there's a lot of people that are sitting around going, I didn't know it was going to be this hot. They hear the temperature, but they don't know what that temperature feels like. Well, let's see. I think we could probably make Sioux City, Iowa. And if we can make Sioux City, Iowa, we'll have 4 hours of driving. 4 or 5 hours of driving after that. So, we're going to try. Apparently, this load's already late. Not because of us. Not because of the company. Apparently, the paperwork had been sent off 4 different times to get the ACE done. And it had been returned 4 times and kept coming back. At least that's my understanding. I would like to believe that's how it worked out, not that a driver took this load, got all the way to the border and had to come back because the paperwork wasn't done, but usually we would just sit there and wait. Now it's cleared. I got my transit number, my entry number, and I shouldn't have a problem getting across the border. But they have been trying to clear this load for a little while. I was wondering why I didn't get a notification on my phone about being added to an ACE. It was odd. And then we couldn't even find the paperwork. They had to, because we scan and send all paperwork in, they did still have it. They had to print it all up for me. Looked everywhere for that paperwork. Nobody knows. I think whoever dropped the trailer there forgot to drop the paperwork. It happens. It happens. Other times they drop it and somebody grabs the wrong paperwork. Anyways, let's just enjoy the air-conditioned truck and the beautiful scenery. we're in North Dakota now. Be a legend. Isn't that the one what it says in North Dakota? Where's that sound? No, I'm pretty sure it's North Dakota. Be a legend. I'll be a legend in my own mind. We've got just over 9 hours left on the logbook. According to Trucker Path, be at Sioux City a little more than 8 hours, I guess, with the half-hour break. We got a headwind blowing right into us. So that's gonna make for an expensive trip, really. And it is hot. It is 113 degrees outside. Fahrenheit, not Celsius. It's 45 degrees Celsius. My air conditioning, when I stopped, when I came, I stopped in Pembina at the gas tracks for a hot second, and I had my AC on full blast and cold when I was going through the customs. I went into the gas tracks and out. I was there for, 15 minutes at most. And the truck was hot and humid inside, like I had been gone for an hour. This sun is merciless. Absolutely merciless. And we're headed south, which generally means hotter. We'll see. Be an interesting change of events if we're heading south and it gets cooler. But yeah, we should be in Sioux City probably around 11 o'clock-ish. Depends on what if we run into any construction that really slows us down. But on the interstates, that doesn't normally happen outside of running through the cities. I-29, I don't think it's going to be a problem. And then tomorrow we'll have another 4.5 hours or so of driving. So gave the company my ETA. To be safe, I planned my ETA as if I got stopped at midnight, just in case. So that means I could start at 10, be there for about, oh shoot, I screwed up on my ETA. I'll have to let them know. I put 4:30. 14:30 is what I wanted, not 16:30. I was rushing. I was in a hurry. I had stopped at the gas tracks and I wanted to get in, use the washroom, and get going. Oh look, here's that lovely message again. Please be advised that you are coming to a scale. Please make sure you stop and check your equipment prior to reaching the scale. Where am I going to stop? On the side of the road somewhere? We left the truck stop. Not to mention the scale's been closed for... Oh God, I was driving for Yankee last time I saw this one open. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. see if it's open. Am I stopping to do another inspection? No. I've done my inspections. And before leaving the gas tracks, I walked around and kicked the tires and checked the lights. I just flipped that little switch and away I go. Beat on the tires with the attitude adjuster. It's hard to tell. Just trying to look at the crop over here. I want to say it's canola. But I can't really get a good look at the plant itself. I'm just going based off of the color and kind of what I can tell by the look of the plant. Where's all the corn? We see corn everywhere. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna be seeing corn. So once we get to Kansas City, my hope is they find me a reload the next day out of Kansas City. Meaning I can spend the day in Kansas City. Or at least it'll be nearby and I can spend a few hours in Kansas City and maybe meet up with my buddy. My friends. It would be nice.